This is the Sunday school activity for the pre-K kindergarten group for this Sunday, September 23rd. The story, here's the story card. It's called A Prayer of Blessing, and it's from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verses 2 through 7, and Philippians chapter 1, verses 2 through 5. And so the idea with this story is that we're talking about prayers in the Bible. And in this case, these are letters that were written as well. And as you're reading the story, it will prompt you to pick up a scroll and open it and read it, and then roll it up and then pick up the next scroll. The first scroll is Paul wrote a letter to Timothy, and the second scroll is Timothy and Paul wrote a letter to the church in Philippi. So I have those scrolls. This is the letter to Timothy, and I printed it out on kind of old-timey looking paper, and the letter to the church at Philippi. And both of these then I have rolled up versions, and it'll say T for Timothy and P for Philippi, so you'll know which scroll to open in the middle of the story and read it to the kids. I think they might enjoy kind of seeing that and maybe opening it for you and re-rolling it up for you, however you want to engage them in that process. And so then you read, that's a pretty short story. The questions that follow it to discuss with the kids are, I wonder how Timothy's mother showed that she loved God. Imagine saying a happy prayer for someone you love. I wonder who helps you learn about God, and I wonder who you pray for. So those are very simple but nice and important things for these kids to kind of contemplate. So I have extras of these scrolls here, and there are a couple things the kids can do. My idea was that they would then use the back of the piece of paper to create their own prayer letter, prayer picture, something like that. They could even make it, make a scroll and draw something in it about who they pray for, about what they're thankful for, about someone they're thankful for. They can, if they're able to write, they can write a letter in there, or just a note, like a simple note of thanks. One of the other suggestions was having them trace their hand and write words down the fingers of things they're thankful for. There's a lot of different ways it could work. It kind of depends on the who's in the class and what their skill level is. I think for the most kids, pictures are going to be the most appropriate and easiest thing for them to accomplish. There's about 8 of these, so each kid can do more than one probably. We've been averaging maybe 3 kids in the pre-K class. So it'll just depend on what they want to do. Leave the options open, help them as you are able. It'll be you and a Toro, so I think there'll be enough to help 3 kids, unless we have a banner day. The other activities, like I'll send you the lesson as well. If there's other things you want to do in here, please let me know. I'll have the materials for the scrolls on the bookshelf in that small little classroom area, and which of course we're not using, but I want to keep the materials in there so they don't get messed up before Sunday school. So it's at 10 o'clock in the child care room. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you very much.